Hello, BAME Farm fans. I know a handful of folks have been asking about where the Hydro's been, and this kind of explains it. Ever since we got the skid steer, we haven't used the Hydro much. You know, for lifting things, unless we needed two lifty things. But the problem is, I guess we've been used it enough, and then the spindles got froze up, and for the longest time, we had so many cattle, so much manure, sloppy manure. And it was getting everywhere when feeding hay, blah, blah, blah. And these didn't get greased enough, probably because the grease zerk was covered in manure, and then the grease zerk rusted, couldn't get grease in it. So yes, they got thoroughly rusty. This is the second spindle. The first one I got out already, and it required a lot of hammering and no heat. That one is out and ready to go back together. And the hammering, I thoroughly misused this socket. Did that to it, and that, and that. But hey, it's a Craftsman. So maybe we can get a new one, get it replaced. And I left the loader on because sometimes you just need to use a built-in jack. We're not to that moment yet, but I've had to move the front end around a little bit, and it's nice to have the jack built in. I also, on that other side, somewhere, where did it go? Here it is. Did that, and it was less mushroom than that end. It was barely mushroomed at all. Yes, there's a lot of hammering. Like, my hands got tired, and this side I couldn't get anywhere with the hammer. So I set up this lovely press system with the chain. I need something to wedge it to keep it from walking around. As you can see, the spindle doesn't sit there perfectly straight. We're not pulling on center either down here. And heat. Heat has been my friend. Except the last, about a half hour ago, I made the most progress I'd made in a short amount of time, somehow. But I think I run into where I get too much heat in the spindle here and it expands, and this is not expanded enough, and it starts wedging again. So maybe it's cooled down a little bit. I don't know. I got gloves on. I'm not going to touch it and find out. Now it doesn't sizzle away the water. So we'll turn on the flames and heat it up and see what happens again. Sometimes it'll just move gently and sometimes it pops. We got a long way to go. Ooh, I singed the hair off my glove. Nope. Get some oxygen. Okay, I don't know if anybody saw me pumping there on the jack. We were making pretty good motion, except now, well, maybe it cooled that much. We were doing good. It's getting hard again, and I'm afraid I'm going to get my thing in there too close, but I guess we'll demonstrate what happens sometimes if you're not careful. I've only broken the chain once. I may not be able to get this out. I may have to do this the other way. Let's see how I can try to hurt myself here. Oh, come on. Well, that was not very exciting at all. See what happens with the camera out? Well, the wild stuff doesn't happen. Probably got a good straight pull in there. That's annoying. Now we can always do this. Get it to break enough tension free. That is a good sign now. I was worried that was going to get wedged in there. out of jack.
Now it's
Well, we were about out of jack too. Well, that was the moment we were waiting for. We got it on camera at least.
I mean, that was last couple, it was jumping.
Yeah, but when I got the way it was pumping, the pump wasn't refilling on the jack. I could tell we were about out of oil. Well, wasn't that just lovely? Yeah, we're gonna need some paint there. We burnt a lot of paint off, that's for sure. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, we took a piece of the bottom bushing. You can see right there those layers. It like polished the rust into something. You can see the pitting underneath. And that stuff just flakes off. That's gonna need a good shine up for sure. And I probably gotta do a lot of grinding to get rid of the mushroom. And I must not have done a good job before we got started getting it out of there. Yeah, we're probably not gonna see this. You wanna see me running a grinder making sparks wire wheel? There. You can imagine it in your heads. We're gonna destroy those out somehow. Maybe we'll get that. And we'll try to get this back and running quick. Sounds like the cows definitely want us to get it going. Yep. Here's our lovely, cleaned up front spindle. Holy cow. That was mushroomed more than I had anticipated, and that's what that whole fight was. But once we got started down, it wasn't like getting it back up. It's going to be a real challenge too. So I guess we just had to fight the fight. Oh, and learn the lesson. But it wasn't even just like I took material off below the groove here. There's a bolt and a keyway that hold that on. But watch, ta-da! Slides right down. There's even a ridge. I took it off right there. And I don't know if the pitting has made this smaller or what. But now you can see how much play is there. It's probably the same amount of play up top. The bottom's actually really tight. That's what's going to do this outside portion here. And up right here is going to get the most wear from how it twists with the load on it. Well, we gotta get the old bushings out and clean the axle knees up. Well, last night, put a new grease zerk in, destroyed out the bushings because we got new ones. The top one was actually really worn just because of the way I guess the spindle gets twisted with weight on it. And the new grease zerk is all cleaned out. Took a wire wheel. Got this little sander I ran on the top and the bottom to, I got that all greasy, lovely. Get any burrs out, because destroying it out created a few burrs. That's all cleaned up. And I'm just trying to show you, oh there it is. Got a little wire wheel on a stick to reach down and get all the other areas, try to get all the rust out as best as possible. I mean, up here it's a nice machined surface, and thanks to the bushing, kept it from getting too grody. But let's go put in the grease zerk in the other side. I'll walk around here. And there it is. Yeah, they won't take grease. And even if they do, they're so, let's say, defiled by rust that the grease doesn't seal on them. As long as we center ourselves in the center, grease should drill right out, because the other one did. I think they're a press fit. We just follow the center down in. There's the inner guts of it. All on the way. A little spring and a ball in there. Now this side may have still taken a little bit of grease. Man, we're hitting something hard. I wonder if we're off center by a hair. We're ready to bust through, I know. Doo-doo-doo. It's supposed to be faster. That last little bit was tough. Now we got a nice cleaned up hole there. We can run our tap in, put a few few threads. There's a tongue twister for you. Now we're ready to assemble this side. First goes on our little dust ring. And that's supposed to keep things from coming up, and it's got a little groove down here at the bottom. See how long it really lasts. I didn't see any remnants of this when we took it apart. Thrust bearing with some rollers in there. I took the grease needle and filled it up a lot better than it was. You can see the color difference in the two greases. And the lesser one was what was in there. I'll drop that on next. And all the extra, I guess, will get deposited up there. And then this bushing is supposed to go in the bottom. Yeah. Well, it's gonna stay. Last couple times I did that, it fell right back out at me. Now, if I turn it just right, it'll fall out. Try to position it so the seam and that hole are front or back. That way they don't have too much direct side-to-side pressure on them. Fits. Well, I'd take the Dremel, do a little bit of work, because I totally forgot that this might have been mushroomed down into the keyway hole there. So theoretically, it seems like it fits in deeper now. The grease gun is hooked up. Time to pump it full. Guess it's that time for a tire. This one's nice because there's studs. You need to grab the nut bucket. That's the nice part about studs. Well, except the rims have two sets of holes. I don't have to try to line up two holes. Pretty hard lining up two holes. It's nice when there's something sticking out there. Get your mind out of the gutter. No, that wasn't the problem. No, with no pressure on the hydraulics. Got a little play. See how easy it turns. Now the birds have just had their fun. So we're using our built-in jack, aka the loader, to take some weight off of things. Of course, this side has all the weight because of the wheel. And that's froze to the ground. Stack them back up. We're still trying to figure out how to get the bushing out of the bottom of this side. Oh, we need a bath. Birds, birds, birds. Yay, winter time in a barn with cattle. Well, we are all back together, and somehow I have hardly any memory left on the card. But now we can see